Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be going over how to defeat this dragon right here. I forget the name of it, but it is going to be located just to the west of the Raya Lucaria. If you have the Crystalline Woods, the Foot of the Four Belfries, or the Revenger's Shack, it's going to be located southwest, southeast, and northeast, respectively, of those three shacks. It is going to be, I believe, a mandatory boss, as this is the boss that drops the Glintstone key for you. For this, I would definitely recommend that you have the Arrows Reach Talisman, and then whatever kind of bow that you have, good a supply of arrows, and then whatever kind of status effect arrows that you have as well. And then going over the equipment, you want to make sure that you have, realistically, the Flask of Crimson Tears here is not really going to help too much. We shouldn't be taking a whole lot of damage, so we are going to be using the Flask of Cerulean Tears just to use the more mighty shots. Whenever it's down, that's your perfect time to go ahead and hit a headshot on him. Always kick command while he's down. And then you want to start hitting him with your status effect arrows, whatever kind that you have. And watch out for specifically this dragon's breath attack. You'll see it's slightly different from what we're used to. Right here it comes. Okay, so that one is not slightly different. But he does have one that instead of being fire, it's more of like a dart. And this is it right here. And luckily for us, he's actually aiming at the jellyfish with both of those. Because of that specific move, we want to make sure that we pull him back as far as we can to this rock right here. If you're hiding behind this rock, he can't hit you with any of those shots. And those are basically one-shot kills. Okay, we may take damage here. That is the only move that you really need to worry about. So aside from that, just go ahead and drop out from behind cover. Pop a couple shots off at him. If you can, aim for his head. Even if you're low on focus points, the flying bugs around him replenish all of your, or at least not, maybe not all of them, but they do replenish focus points for you. So whenever you need to, you can go ahead and hit those. Alright, so we have applied the Scarlet Rot to him at this point, so you can see that he's taking damage even though we're not hitting him. If you do have poison arrows, you can go ahead and do a double stack on him. One of those things that I recommend doing, we didn't do it in the Magma Worm boss fight that came out, I want to say it was 2 days ago at this point. We didn't do it there, but I definitely recommend whenever you have an enemy that's got high physical defense like that, with this boss you don't have to worry about it too much, but definitely try to apply one, if not multiple, status effects to him. With that boss, we actually did apply the poison status effect. With other bosses, if you have specifically arrows or greases for your like melee weapons, then I definitely recommend using a combination of, say, Scarlet Rot and poison. Those are probably going to be the two best ones. To this point in the game, I have not found any arrows that cause a build-up. Well, I think that would be. Bleed is definitely my favorite status effect in any one of the Dark Souls games. As you can see, it's doing about 30 ticks of damage for every time that the enemy gets hit, which again looks like every second or every 2 seconds from the Scarlet Rot. And so now it's worn off, and we can see that the shots that I'm hitting are going around 142, 116, depending on where we're at. 131 there, so we'll say plus or minus 150. So the fact that it would do 30 ticks of damage every second or two, that's every 5 seconds you're hitting a shot. With his health bar this low, we just go ahead and hit him with a quick shot. He is going to go ahead and die. These are those enemies I was talking about, or not enemies, but little bugs. If they're around the area, you can go ahead and just hit them and replenish some of your Cerulean Tears. From that, you are going to get yourself the Dragon Heart, as well as oh, it disappeared. I want to say it was the Glintstone Key. Which the Dragon Heart obviously you will take to the Dragon Communion altar, and then the Glintstone Key you will need to enter the Raya Lucaria itself, which is this area right here. This is actually a pretty decent view. And that's actually going to be it for the video. If you guys did like, don't forget to hit the like and consider subscribing to the channel as well. It always helps.